We all love seeing our favorite movies, and love seeing them a lot. As we look at the bright future of film industry, we see old titles appearing again, morphed and modernized into entirely different movies. As more and more of these so-called remakes are released, and as I spend more time flipping through my Amazon Prime account, I've started to wonder, what is their effect on the film industry in our society today? Let's take a look at some of our thoughts on our favorite and upcoming reboots for an answer to this complicated question. Here we have some generic members of society. What kind of answers can we get from them?
So do you like movie remakes?
I mean, who doesn't love movie remakes? I love knowing every single plot twist beforehand. And I just love the way it opens up the story for a whole new potential, a whole new slew of mentally challenged and imaginatively impaired people. I love the way it just brings new life to the story by ripping it apart.
Oh, hi. I noticed you're wearing a Superman shirt, probably because of Batman v Superman, which is coming out. Would you see another Superman remake?
Well, 4 words. I love unnecessary exposition. Unnecessary exposition is the lifeblood of all remakes. As long as it gives me enough time to text my friends, play Candy Crush, get directions to Mexico, get some milk from the local deli, and also pick up my brother from school, I'd love to see another one.
Oh, hey. I saw you in the theater during the Cinderella remake, and I was thinking, how did you like it?
Oh, well, I thought it was fantastic, you know? I think I really liked the fact that I knew everything that would happen beforehand, and yet, the moment when the prince put on the slipper and it fit, whoa! I was like surprised. It was really great. It's almost exactly the same thing that happened the last time.
Clearly, these innovative and industry-changing remakes have revolutionized movies. We interviewed a well-known Star Trek enthusiast, Crazy Fan, for his take on the new generation of Star Trek movies.
So, what do you think about the new Star Trek reboots?
I think the new Star Trek reboots are work of pure genius. I think that it is great to watch that even after 50 years, 2 different medium and a lot of hard work, they've made sure that the plot is the least continuous it can be. They've made sure that the movies don't relate to the TV show and all, and I think that is a work of pure genius, and it takes a lot of hard work to do that.
So as a dedicated fan of the series, why did you choose to watch these movies?
I mean, honestly, as a fan, I have to show my dedication. That's how fandom works. You have to be the most dedicated. You always have to care the most. You always have to show you care the most, even though people have been ripping you off and they don't really care because they have your money. You always have to tell them that you still care the most. After all, I've watched two remakes, and I watched the entire TV series and paid, I can't even calculate how much in my head right now, but I have shown them that I am dedicated, that I am the Star Trek fan.
So how do you think these new movies relate to the original source material?
They really don't at all, and that is what makes them so effective. I mean, yes, there are parallels. Parallels abound everywhere. There's the Enterprise is still the Enterprise. Captain Kirk is still Kirk with small anger issues, but still he pulls through at the end. Spock is still the logical person he is, and I think that is what makes it the best. That it is the same characters, but it's completely new. It's completely unrelated to where they've been before. So you get to see the characters in a whole new setting, and that I think is the pure genius and brilliance of the Star Trek movie remakes.
Remakes have an amazing impact on film industry. Already we can see that remakes have such a prominent effect on us that we seem to make them for everything. And critics also bother to rate the remakes despite the waste of time. This clearly shows the significance reboots hold in our community, why even in Rotten Tomatoes reviews of the heartwarming reboot of Annie, we see this trend.
Yeah. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Static treated, we get stripped. Static kisses, we get kicked. It's the hard knock life.
With so many amazing reviews, we wondered what the real professionals think about movie remakes. Today we're visiting one of the greatest pundits of movie making, Alred E. Dunn, for his thoughts on reboots. So Mr. Dunn, what is your opinion on movie remakes?
They are a representation of the pinnacle of modern film culture.
Why do you think so?
You see, it's really about the freedom of the movie makers. You can say whatever you want because we don't need to concern ourselves with originality and creativity. The burden of imagination, once lifted, provides us so much more room to issue in our scenes over-the-top CGI and cogent social commentary. without having the audience so much as bat an eye.
So in your opinion, movie remakes make the industry stronger, is that correct?
Yes, definitely. Take a look at 2011, for instance. That was a great year. We had the most movie remakes to date. 2011's box office ran 4.2% behind 2010, on track to finish down again just like 2010 ran behind 2009. Remakes make trends instead of breaking them, and give us order in our film statistics.
So do you have any other interesting ideas about these reboots?
Well, yes. In a study I once read, two of my critic friends, Martin and Toulard, found the quality of remakes significantly lower than that of the originals. The closeness between the original and the remake didn't matter either. So just think, as movie makers, we don't even have to worry about such reviews, because people will watch remakes anyway. With quality and closeness out the door, we are free to express our monetary beliefs.
Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Alred Edon.
My pleasure. Say, haven't we met before?
I don't know what you're talking about. I think
Oh,
we must be
right.
mistaken. We spoke to an up-and-coming movie producer, Indo Lint, about the struggles and challenges of designing a new movie reboot.
Go. I see you're hard at work making a new movie. What would you say is the most challenging part of making a movie remake?
Well, sometimes the original source material is too cumbersome, thoughtful, or original to work with. So it's basically our job to decide which parts to destroy and which parts to leave distorted and stuff. So the real challenge is like to design like a movie that's like really easy to make, but also simple and cliched because like everyone loves that stuff now.
So what's your typical sophisticated process for making a new movie?
Well, after we get the reboot done and stuff, we just go straight to casting and shooting, and that's pretty simple. Basically, we just find like a bunch of like AAA actors, and we just throw them like where they shouldn't be and stuff, like wherever we want to put them. And the shooting is slightly more complex. Like the key is to shoot the film in like the least time possible, and we need to like minimize the cost and magnimize like the profit margin of the reboots. And give me a sec. What was I saying? Sorry.
You were talking about cost and profit.
Oh yeah. The key is quantity, not quality. Okay, just keep that in mind. Key is quantity, not quality. Just no quality. Like,
Very good points.
Quantity is key. Haven't I seen you before?
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
pretty sure
about.
So now that we've explored all of these wonderful thoughts on reboots and remakes, let's look at the upcoming movie reboot of the popular Chinese folktale Mulan. Based minimally on its Disney original, the new Mulan has critics raving that it is stunning, accurate, empowering, genuine, and more authentic than ever.
The wisdom of I, the dragon and Mushu, calls to me. As a single footstep will not make a path on the earth, so a single thought will not make a pathway into the mind. To make a deep physical path, we must walk again and again. To make a deep mental path, we must think over and over the kind of thoughts we wish to dominate our lives. So let us think of these thoughts. Let us delve into the feminine psyche. For this life is like a swimming pool. You can dive into the water, but you cannot know how deep it is.
这部电影是可怕的，我不希望这样做。这部电影很便宜坏，我只能这样做是为了钱。
你真笨
Why go? You died.
啊！你没有脑子，就不知道你说什么。
You ready to fight?
这个电影没有脑子，这个东西在那个里面啊，你不知道是什么事。
Take sword. Fight.
We won't give rights to any people with all the force of united mass, with all the strength of a raging riot, as furious as a sun flare on the moon.
You are a girl!
真笨，我不是女孩，
No woman, no fight.
你的妈是胖人的脑子啊。
Fine.
《彩色溪谷》将在2008年增长22.9%。
After that spectacular sneak peek of a new popular remake, it is clear that these reboots represent the pinnacle of the movie industry. The innovative directors of these new movies should be praised for their daring ingenuity, liberal destruction of source material, and quick and efficient filming. Truly, these movies will be remembered as masterpieces of film.